How are you? I hope you all are fine at your lovely place. Okay, students, today we will read the chapter. The name of this chapter is The Adventure. This is for 11th class, plus 1 class from your book Hornbill. Okay, the name of this chapter is The Adventure, written by Jan Narikar. Okay, the writer of this chapter is Jan Narikar. Okay, now in this chapter, before we start this chapter, firstly I give you some introductions about this chapter. Now here, the as like in name, the adventure. So here this word refer to some journey. Okay, so here is a journey about not by a train but by a mind. Okay, एक पर्सन है जिसकी जर्नी है, वो अपने उसके माइंड की जर्नी, ओके, उसके माइंड में जो थॉट आ रहे हैं उसकी जर्नी. क्लियर? When we read this chapter, we know the actual things. But now here I clear to you. Now in this chapter, the writer or narrator Jan Narlikar, okay, he introduced a character which played the most important, or the one character which is the most important character in this chapter, or the whole story. The whole story of this chapter sounded around that person. Okay, and the name of that person is Professor Getonde. The name of that person is Professor Getonde. Getonde, Gaitonde, Getonde. Okay. In another sense, we call them Gangadhar Pant. Okay. In another language, we call them, or not in another language, but in another way, the Gangote means the Gangadhar Pant. Okay. Gangadhar Pant को इंग्लिश में फिर यहाँ पर रेफर किया है गेगोंटे. So this story, ये जो एक स्टोरी है, here is a person and the name of that person is a Professor Gangote, means the Gangadhar Pant, and he is a historian person. Historian means it's a इतिहासकार. Okay, and he live in Pune. वो कहाँ रह रहा है? कहाँ रहता है? पुणे. Okay, Pune is the name of place. Okay, and he is always all time preside a lecture of history, because he is a historian. So that's why he always presides the lecture of history. means हमेशा वो हिस्ट्री का लेक्चर देता रहता है. हिस्ट्री means वो हिस्ट्री जो हमारी पहले पास्ट टाइम, ओके, जहाँ पर राजों की लड़ाई हुई थी, द बैटल ऑफ पानीपत and so many other battles. Okay, तो वहाँ पे वो उन battles को ही, उन लड़ाइयों को एक्सप्लेन करता है कि अगर ये नहीं होता तो ऐसा होता, अगर ये नहीं होता तो ऐसा होता. हिस्ट्री की बातें रिपीट करता है. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई कॉल्ड हिम प्रोफेसर गैंगोटे. नाउ हियर द प्रोफेसर गैंगोटे माइंड experienced during the time he lay unconsciousness after his accident with a truck. Okay, means जो गैंगोटे है उनका एक एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है by with a truck. On that time he lay unconscious. Okay, उनका जो माइंड है वो unconscious हो जाता है, और he thought so many things. He was thinking so many things. So on that's why, so here in this जर्नी स्टार्ट नाउ, मतलब कि जो गंगोटे है वो एक जर्नी स्टार्ट कर रहा है फ्रॉम पुणे टू बॉम्बे। क्लियर? तो उस जर्नी में, सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द जर्नी ऑफ द माइंड ऑफ हिम, मतलब उस जर्नी में जिसका माइंड जो जो काम कर रहा है, जो वो सोच रहा है, जो वो समझ रहा है, वहाँ की जो भी चीज़ें देख रहा है, जो भी लोग उससे मिल रहे हैं, कोई स्टेशन जो आ रहा है वहाँ पर जो वो देख रहा है, तो उसका माइंड क्या बोल रहा है, वो क्या सोच रहा है, उसको उसने इस चैप्टर में बताया है। सो हियर द जर्नी इज इन दिस चैप्टर द जर्नी that is of the mind journey, okay, and not a journey of the train. It is to be remembered, मतलब कि आप लोग इस बात को याद रखना कि यहाँ पे जब हम चैप्टर ये पढ़ेंगे तो इसमें बहुत सी बातें ऐसी आएंगी which create some confusion to you, okay, so you remember on that time these are the thought or these are the thinking of that person. Clear? Okay, so let me start this chapter. Clear? So here the Jijamata Express sped along the Pune-Bombay route considerably faster than the Deccan Queen. There were no industrial townships outside Pune. The first stop, Lonwala, came in 40 minutes. The ghat sections that followed was no different from what he knew. The train stopped at Karja only briefly and went on at even greater speed. It roared through Kalyan. Okay. So here the Jijamata Express is the name of train. Okay, Jijamata Express is the name of train, मतलब जैसे हम इंडियन एक्सप्रेस हैं और भी बहुत सारी ट्रेन्स के नेम होते हैं ना, on the same way Jijamata Express is the name of a train which run along the Pune to Bombay. Okay, means ये जो ट्रेन है ये कहाँ जा रही है? Bombay to Bombay. Okay, और उसका जो रूट है, ठीक है, वो कहाँ से? Considerably faster than the Deccan Queen. Deccan Queen is the name of a place. Okay, means Deccan Queen is the name of that road, that way, जो उसका रास्ता है जिस पे वो जाएगी. So that is the name. So there were no industrial. वहाँ पर there were no industrial township outside the Pune. In the first stop, जब ट्रेन चल रही है और वो फर्स्ट स्टॉप आता है, फर्स्ट स्टेशन आता है, दैट्स कॉल्ड द फर्स्ट स्टॉप इज लोनावाला. ओके, एंड केम इन 40 मिनट्स, मींस जब ट्रेन शुरू हुई चलना आफ्टर 40 मिनट्स द फर्स्ट स्टेशन कम, दैट इज द लोनावाला. एंड देन द घाट सेक्शन दैट followed was no different from what he knew. Who here the he means यहाँ पर जो फर्स्ट घाट है that is not different. Okay, the first घाट section followed was no different from what he knew. वो वैसा ही है जैसा उसके बारे में he knew. He knew means here this word he knew. Who knew? That is Gentonde. Sir Gentonde knew. Okay, and then the train stopped at Karja. Then after that train stopped at the next place, that is the Karja, only briefly and went on at even greater speed. Okay, and then after that train went on at a greater speed. Its route is the sound of that train through Kalyan. Okay, और अब वो Kalyan is also the name of a place, तो वहाँ से वो through road मतलब अपनी आवाज को निकालते हुए the sound of a train. Clear? Then next, so here describe some, so you point out that Jijamata is the name of train and Deccan Queen is the name of a place. the name of a place, Kajab is the name of a place. Okay, so now the next main point, the racing mind of Professor Gentonde. Now here you everyone underline this word. Meanwhile, the racing mind of Professor Gentonde, यहाँ पर मेंशन किया है उसका नाम, had arrived at a plan of action in Bombay. That Professor Gentonde had arrived a plan of a action in Bombay. Indeed, as a historian, indeed जैसा कि वो historian है, he felt he should have thought of it sooner. Then, as a historian, उनके mind में जल्दी ही एक new thought came to his mind. Okay, then he would go to a big library and browse through history books. Then he would go to a big library, okay, and browse through history book. वहाँ से उसने history books, इतिहास का मतलब he is a great historian, so that's why his experience he bought a book from the library. Okay, that was the surest way of finding out how the present state of affair was reached. He also planned eventually to return to Pune and have a long talk with Rajendra Deshpande. Okay, now here Rajendra Deshpande is the name of another person and he is a scientist who would surely help him understand what had happened. Means that person now actually में क्या है कि जो गेंगोंटे हैं, प्रोफेसर गेंगोंटे हैं ना, उनके मन में मतलब कि बहुत से प्लान चलते हैं, बहुत से प्लान उनके माइंड में चल रहे हैं, बिकॉज ही इज ए हिस्टोरियन. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई वो एक बहुत बड़े लाइब्रेरी में, ओके, कहाँ जा रहे हैं वो, एक लाइब्रेरी में जाते हैं, वहाँ से एक बुक उठाते हैं और दैट बुक इज फॉर हिस्ट्री एंड उसको उससे मतलब जो फ्रॉम दैट बुक ही नो द एक्चुअल कंडीशन of that present time, and at last they return back to Pune and there means these all the thought, ये सिर्फ सोच है, गेंगोटे की सोच है कि वहाँ पर वो एक प्रोफेसर से मिलेंगे और उससे ये सब चीजें पूछेंगे. ओके, इन सिंपल सेंस वी से that. Then after that is assuming that in this world there existed someone called Rajendra Deshpande. Okay, it means कि the meaning of this thing is कि इस संसार से मतलब कि the existed someone, कि कोई इस संसार में person है, someone is exist, that's called the name of that person is Rajendra Deshpande. Then after the train stopped beyond the long tunnel. Tunnel means, you know, everyone you know that very well, means it's a covered place. Okay, गुफा जिसे हम कहते हैं. Okay, so here the train stopped beyond the long tunnel. It was a small station called Sarha. Okay, so then that train, which train, that Jijamata train stopped beyond the long tunnel के बाद वो stop हुआ, and it was a station, the name of that station is Sarha, and Anglo-Indian. Okay, now here the question is, who are Anglo-Indians? Do you know that? Anglo-Indians are those person who are foreigner, okay, but they live in India. मतलब एंग्लो इंडियन हम उन लोगों को कहते हैं कि जो वो बाय बर्थ किसी और कंट्री से, क्लियर, बट वो इंडिया में अब रह रहे हैं और इंडिया की सिटीजनशिप उन्हें मिली हुई है. सो दैट पर्सन कॉल्ड एंग्लो इंडियन. ओके, होते वो बट वो काफ़ी टाइम से इंडिया में रह रहे हैं और इंडिया की सिटीजनशिप उनको मिल गई है. सो दैट्स व्हाई उनको हम एंग्लो इंडियन कहते हैं. सो हियर एन एंग्लो इंडियन इन यूनिफॉर्म went through the train checking permits. Okay, so here is a man who is an Anglo-Indian and that person wear uniform and that person went through the train which जा रहा है checking permits. Okay, and that person check out the permit. Okay, so now okay, so here this is where the British Raj began. You are going for the first time, I presume. Okay, Khan Sahab asked. So here now the Khan Sahab, it is the another person. Okay, Khan Sahab asked to whom? To Gangorde. This is where the British Raj began. From here means from this place the British Raj began, and you are going for the first time means Gangorde is going for the first time. I presume मतलब कि in my कि मेरे ख्याल से मतलब मेरे अनुमान से कि you are going the first time. So Khan Sahab, yes. The reply was factually correct. Okay, now here the Gangorde gave the answer yes. Okay, in factually it's correct. But Gangadhar Pant, okay, so here that's Gangadhar Pant and Gangorde both are the name of one person. Clear? Means ये एक ही चीज है. So Gangadhar Pant had not been to this Bombay before. So that person, that Gangadhar Pant जो है वो पहले इस बॉम्बे में नहीं आया है. He ventured a question. Ventured a question means asked a question. Okay? He ventured a question and Khan Sahab, how will you go to the Peshawar? Now here the Gangadhar Pant asked the questions to Khan Sahab. How will you go to the Peshawar? Peshawar is the name of a station. Clear? It's the name of another place. So this train goes to the Victoria terminal. Okay. Now that Jijamata train goes to the Victoria terminus. I will take the frontier mail tonight out of the central. So that person take the frontier mail tonight out of the central. How far does it? Means that Peshawar, how far does it go? By what route? मतलब वो कितनी दूर है और कैसे वहाँ जाना है? By what route? Bombay to Delhi, then to Lahore, and then Peshawar. Okay? Means if you want to go Peshawar, then you firstly go to Bombay. Bombay to Delhi means from Bombay to Delhi, then to Lahore, and then Peshawar. A long journey. It is a very long journey. I will reach Peshawar the day after tomorrow. So now here Gangadhar thought that he will reach Peshawar after the day after tomorrow. Means परसों वो वहाँ पर पहुँचेगा. Thereafter, Khan Sahab, that Khan Sahab spoke a lot about his business, and Gangadhar Pant was a willing listener. So then after that person Khan Sahab spoke a lot about his business, because Khan Sahab was a businessman person. So and the Gangadhar was a willingly listener, means बहुत interest के साथ उनको सुन रहे हैं. For in that way he अच्छा बनाने के लिए he get some flavor of life in this India that was so different, and that was so different. Okay, the train now passed through the suburban rail traffic. Suburban rail traffic. Now that train, the Jijamata Express train, now passed through the suburban rail traffic. Now देखो आप लोगों ने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम स्टेशंस के मैक्सिमम प्लेसेस के नाम आ रहे हैं. ओके, the blue carriage carried the letters GBMR on the side. Okay, so here after okay, so here the blue carriage carried means जो ट्रेन होती है, ट्रेन के डब्बे होते हैं ना, वहां पर लिखा है, वहां पर क्या लिखा है, GBMR on the side. Okay, other side. Clear? Now great, the meaning of this word, the GBMR, full form of this word is Greater Bombay Metropolitan Railway. Explain Khansa. Okay, so जब उस गैंगोटे ने ये वर्ड देखा GBMR, उसने बोला कि इसका मीनिंग क्या है, तो खान साहब ने कहा the word of this, the full form of this word is Greater Bombay Metropolitan Railway. Okay, see the teeny Union Jack painted on each carriage, a gentle reminder that we are in British territory. Okay, and then we see the teeny Union Jack painted, okay, a flag of UK, and on each carriage, and gentle reminder that we are in British territory. Means that persons are in British territory. Now again the train began to slow down beyond Dadar and stop only at its destinations, that is Victoria terminus. Okay, here the word destination means उसका main stop, कि वो कहाँ जा रही थी, पुणे टू बॉम्बे, बट टू बॉम्बे में वो पर्टिकुलर किस प्लेस तक जा रही थी, that is the Victoria terminus. Okay, so that train began to slow down. Now अब वो रुकने जा रही है, so that is very slow down beyond Dadar. दादर के बाद बहुत slowly and stop only at his destination, and the name of that destination is Victoria Terminus. Then the station looked remarkably neat and clean. That station means that Victoria Terminus looked very neat and clean. The staff was mostly made up of Anglo-Indians and Parsis along with a handful of British officers. Okay, means here that station, that Victoria station, looked very neat and clean, and the staff of that station is totally Anglo-Indian and Parsis. Okay, and they are handful of British officers. Okay, I think it is a time of when the British ruled our India. Okay, I think मतलब ये जो स्टोरी है ये उस टाइम की है, तभी शायद यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा ब्रिटिश लोगों के बारे में बोला गया है. As he emerged from the station, Gangadhar Pant found himself facing an imposing building. The letter on its proclaim its identity to those who did not know this Bombay land. Okay, so here जब जैसे ही वह स्टेशन से बाहर आया, गंगाधर पंत, मतलब कि वो अपनी ट्रेन से उतर के जैसे ही वो बाहर आया, उसने वो ही saw the very small, very not small but very means very imposing building with बहुत बड़ी huge enormous buildings. he saw enormous buildings में बहुत बड़ी buildings वहाँ पर देखी, और he didn't know about anything about that buildings. Okay, और वो उसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं जानता था, वो did not know this Bombay land. Okay, so here is East India House headquarters. headquarters of the East India Company. Clear? तो वहां पर लिखा हुआ था, there has written East India House headquarter and the East India Company. Okay? जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, we all know that कि ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी, जो ईस्ट ब्रिटिशर थे जिन्होंने हमारे इंडिया पे रूल किया था काफ़ी टाइम तक, तो उन्हीं के मार्केबल थिंग्स जो हैं वहाँ पे लिखी हुई थी. ओके, वेयर फ्रॉम द विक्टोरियन टर्मिनल्स. सो क्या लिखा था? ईस्ट इंडिया हाउस हेडक्वार्टर्स ऑफ द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. Prepared as he was for many shocks, Professor Gamote had not expected this. The East India Company had been rounded up shortly after the events of 1857 at least. That is what history books said. Yet, here it was not only alive but flourishing.